kind of look like an idiot. What's new? Hey friends, what's up? It's Lindsay and welcome back to my channel. I haven't posted a music video reaction in a minute. This is probably very similar to what I said in the last music video reaction. I gotta be really honest, I just annoy myself a lot. It kind of keeps me from posting as much content as I would like to. I feel like the only way I'm going to feel comfortable with being myself and being in front of X amount of people is just doing it. So this is it's kind of challenging all the things I hate most about myself and displaying them to a bunch of strangers who sometimes have not the nicest words to say about me. Enough about me, let's get to REN. Today I will be reacting to Money Game Part 1, 2, and 3. I'm considering releasing these once a week for the next 3 weeks, or perhaps doing it back to back 3 days in a row. I'm not really sure. Let me know what you would like to see in the comments below.
It's a strange time we're living in. War can put fear in. Hierarchy parties, they make us feel inferior. Greed runs through parliament interiors. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. Eerie theory, strife, fearing, weary minded
cool.
men when we're clearly living in dictatorships. Nearly blinded by illusions to choose who's fooling who. A ball chained to your shoes, I'm pained.
This is cool.
Crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lights a flame that makes greed the game that lets this whole
So who's that playing guitar?
the world turns, the whole world burns. But money was invented for trade, but now those bits of paper twist hearts, make slaves, turns a saint into a sinner, a child into a killer. His finger on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 rain.
Oh, so
A
nice.
storm it comes our way, and those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins, but we like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. Stop.
Command. Ooh. Huh. Okay. He's putting his gloves on like he doesn't want his hands to get dirty, maybe?
This old money game.
Like, not being responsible for actions, maybe?
Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas to keep us separate, when they make us believe that everybody is coming to terrorize you in the streets. They say badly through gritted teeth, that's my right to hate, that's freedom of speech. But when did freedom become a reason to hate? A way to justify a racist slur or insult we make? There's an irony in freedom, cause us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered the murder like savages, colonized all of the rest.
Okay.
That's hypocrisy. Preach a certain value that you never keep yourselves. Your country was in flames, you denigrate yourselves in a second. Still you spit your venom, demonizing immigrants when really you're the immigrant, cause all of us are immigrants or descended from immigrants. Irony is imminent. I'll shed the light on immigrants. America was colonized by Britain. It was colonized by Rome, and also colonized by the Saxons. They were German, by the way. You know how people throw shade upon the Germans because of history's pain, and yet we made the same mistakes all again. Demonize a whole people, Jewish or Muslim, the same and the same. Old situations play on repeat, the same old TV shows repeat. Yeah, we worship the bleak. Our opinions aren't our own, and we follow like sheep. There's no left, there's no right. In the middle we sleep. Rain, 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 rain. A storm it comes our way, and those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins, but we like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game.
Okay. What is he doing?
This old money game. begin.
Huh. I'm definitely gonna have to watch this one again. Okay. This is so interesting. Yeah, I was curious what he's wearing underneath that like tarp poncho raincoat. I don't even know what it would be called. Lighter color. Lapel mic, so this is live. I was kind of questioning. Better not light no fire, boy. What? Is that how it ends? Ren, what the fuck was that? That was insane. What is it? Hold on. Okay, so hold on. Before I watch it again, let me just kind of talk about my initial impressions. So what I noticed was the person playing the guitar is all in white, and Ren was in darker colors, not necessarily black, but darker colors, symbolizing maybe that trope of like, you know, the black hat is the villain and the white hat is like the good guy, you know. But in this, the good guy seems like a hostage. Maybe it's kind of also the lighting as well. The lighting with the fellow on the guitar in the white, it seemed to be brighter. Like it's actually the lights focused on him. Whereas with Ren, it was a little bit darker. Like it was enough light so we could see him, but it was a clear contrast, I think. Very, very interesting. And then at the end, he decided instead of dousing the other person with the gasoline, he doused himself. So he ended up destroying himself. Very, very, very interesting. Very thought-provoking. I'm gonna watch one more time. I'm torn here on if the singing was live or not, because it almost sounds like it was studio produced. It doesn't sound, I can hear background noise in the room, but the recording of the vocals sound just a little bit different than they normally do in his one-shot live vocal performances. If anyone could shed some light on that, let me know in the comments, please. Okay, the first thing we start off with is a rope. So it's like, we're kind of clued in already. So let me pause. I mean, usually ropes. Okay, let's think about what ropes conjure up in the brain. Okay, tying someone up, a noose, even a lasso, like something reeling you in, you know? Let's see.
It's a strange time we're living in. War can put fear in. Hierarchy parties, they make us feel inferior. Greed runs through parliament interiors. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. Eerie theories, strive fearing. We're
So
like-minded
cool.
men when we're clearly living in dictatorships. Nearly blinded by illusions to choose. But who's fooling who? A ball chained to your shoes, I'm pained. It's a crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lights a flame that makes greed a game that lets this whole world burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns. But one
As the world turns, the whole world burns. Is that what he said?
with
Okay, so I always want to put the subtitles on here, but I've learned that with Ren, it doesn't always actually write exactly what he's saying, so I don't even bother anymore.
for trade, but now those bits of paper twist hearts, make slaves, turns a saint into a sinner, a child into a killer.
Oh,
His finger on the trigger of a
a
money.
saint into a sinner and a child into a killer. This is interesting. So maybe this is another one of those more introspective things where it's it's almost like this is two parts of one person. This is the innocent one that's untouched, wearing white, doesn't seem necessarily corrupted, maybe. And then the version of him that's dressed in black is the bad influence, the one who's driven by greed, the one who's turned into a killer versus the one sitting down as the child. I don't know.
Game.
So cool.
Oh, rain, 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 rain. A storm it comes our way, and those who rise to distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we die to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. Stop.
And then right there, it was like a command, a power. It's really almost like he's in complete control of the situation. He just tells him stop, and he stops, you know? Yeah. Control, greed, power. So hitting him with the gloves. And my previous assumption was the gloves are really like doing your dirty work with the gloves on so you don't get your hands bloody.
Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas that keep us separate, when they make us believe that everybody is coming to terrorize you in the streets. They say badly through gritted teeth. That's my right to hate. That's freedom of speech. But when did freedom become a reason to hate? A way to justify a racist slur or insult we make? There's an irony in freedom, cause us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered the murder like savages, colonized all of the rest. That's called hypocrisy. Preach a certain value that you never keep yourselves. Your country was in flames, you denigrate yourselves in a second. Still you spit your venom, demonizing immigrants when really you're the immigrant, cause all of us are immigrants or descended from immigrants. Irony is imminent. I'll shed the light on immigrants. America was colonized by Britain. Britain, it was colonized by Rome, and also colonized by the Saxons. They were German, by the way. You know how people throw shade upon the Germans because of history's pain, and yet we made the same mistakes all again.
Hey.
Demonize the whole people, Jewish or Muslim, the same and the same. Old situations play on repeat, the same old TV show.
Man, this man is speaking the truth. And I love how he is so educated and is so aware, but he's not pompous about it. He's using this as his, in a lot of ways, this is kind of a protest song, but it's a very well-educated perspective of the situation. Yeah, and it's kind of cool. You gave us a little colonization history lesson.
Repeat, yeah, we worship the bleak. Our opinions aren't our own, and we follow like sheep. There's no left, there's no right. In the middle, we sleep.
Hey.
Rain, 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 rain. A storm it comes our way. And those who rise to distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game.
Alright, so this is when he takes the guitar away from him. And okay, so it seems like what he's doing now is drawing the eyes on the white sheet, basically. Okay, so not to stop when Ren's about to do something beautiful with his voice, but this is interesting too because he's putting a face on this previously faceless character who's just basically doing anything he says. He's got control over him. So it's almost like now that he's giving a face to the person that he's like holding hostage, basically. Maybe adding this element of empathy, guilt, maybe. You know, people say, oh, X, Y, and Z is a victimless crime, it's a faceless crime, but this is almost humanizing the quote-unquote victims, so maybe it's like, you know, when he really gets a good look at them, you know, they are human, just like we all are, and in the end, you know, well, I'll get to it, but, you know, it's like he hesitates. He doesn't pour the gasoline on them, he pours it on himself, so it's very interesting.
Money game.
And there's fear, like, he's afraid. He's like, saying it without saying it. He's blocking with a guitar, like, please don't do this. And then the look on Ren's face is like, oh shit, you're right. Like, what have I done? What am I doing? Like, what is the, like, what led me to this in my life, you know? He looks like now he's just really reflecting on these, how shitty everything is. See, no longer angry, he just looks sad and like ashamed of himself, like punishing himself. So cool. What a cool music video, what a cool song. Another thing I will say is probably what they did with the vocals in this one is they might have done a little bit more in post than they typically would have, but I do think it probably is a live vocal take because the guitar was clearly a live take. It'd be so cool to maybe one day like talk to Ren. I was about to say interview Ren. It's not like I have a platform to interview anyone, but I do have a degree in journalism, so maybe that's an avenue I could pursue someday. That day is not today. So, all right, friends, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please like the video, subscribe, comment below, let me know your thoughts. I love hearing from you. Also, let me know what you would like me to do for the other 2 money game videos because I've got them ready. I don't have them in present time ready, but by the time I post this, they will all be done. So just let me know and I'll see you next time.